Hello and welcome to Best College Aid. I know that navigating financial aid forms like the FAFSA and the CSS Profile can be an overwhelming task. But don't worry, Best College Aid is here to help. In today's video, I'll share with you some tips and strategies to help you fill out these forms correctly to maximize your students' chances of getting scholarships and financial aid for college. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video so that this information can reach more people who need it. And without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started? Let's start with an overview. What is the FAFSA? The FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. This form is used to determine the amount of money a family is expected to contribute towards the price of attending a university in the United States. The results of the FAFSA will be used to determine the amount of grants and scholarships, work-study, and low-interest federal student loans a student may receive. The CSS Profile, on the other hand, is an application distributed by the College Board. By the way, that's the same institution that is in charge of administering the AP, CLEP, and SAT exams. This form allows university students to request institutional financial aid from universities. Unlike the FAFSA, which is required by all colleges, the CSS Profile is used primarily by private schools to award scholarships and institutional grants. The FAFSA is a very important form. Contrary to popular belief, almost all students are eligible for some form of federal aid, regardless of your family's income level. The key to the FAFSA is to submit it as soon as possible after October 1st, because some aid is awarded on a first-come, first-served basis. Now, if you want to learn how to fill out this form, I would like to remind you that our Best College Aid family membership includes an online course where we teach you how to fill out this form step by step. When completing the FAFSA, make sure that you meet the requirements, answer all the questions correctly, and that you do not forget to include all the universities on your students list. Making a mistake could cost you thousands of dollars in aid and scholarships. Now, although not all colleges will require it, the CSS Profile can be just as important as the FAFSA. The CSS Profile is more detailed, asking for information such as medical expenses, home equity, and the cost of living. Inside of Best College Aid, we not only include an updated list of the colleges that require the CSS Profile, but we also have a step-by-step tutorial where we go over how to fill out this form correctly and efficiently. Just like the FAFSA, I recommend that you send it to the colleges that require it as soon as possible to maximize your students' chances of receiving financial aid and scholarships. If the CSS Profile is required by a college and you do not send it, you may be ineligible to receive federal and institutional aid. Back when my brothers and I received more than $500,000 in grants and scholarships from college, more than 70% of this amount was thanks to institutional aid. Not filling out these forms could have been a very serious financial burden. Completing the FAFSA is completely free. The CSS Profile isn't, though there are some fee waivers available. The FAFSA uses your family's current tax information, while the CSS Profile asks for an estimated future year information and sometimes previous year data. But the most important difference is that the FAFSA calculates a student's expected family contribution, while the CSS Profile provides a more holistic view of a family's financial situation. Alright, now that you know the differences between these two forms, I'm going to share with you 3 tips that will help you maximize your chances of receiving aid. Tip number 1 is to meet all the deadlines and apply early. Tip number 2, gather and provide all necessary information accurately. Remember, it's not just about income, but also assets and expenses. And tip number 3, look for guidance and advice like the one we offer inside of Best College Aid so that you can avoid common mistakes and learn how the university admissions and scholarship process works in more detail. Which, by the way, we have created a completely free presentation on the 6 steps to go to college with scholarships. I've attached the link to this training below, so don't forget to register. Well, that's it for today. These were some tips and strategies that will help you complete the FAFSA and CSS Profile correctly to maximize your students' financial aid and scholarship packages. Remember that the time and effort that you put into these forms can translate into thousands of dollars in financial aid, making it easier for your child to afford their dream college. Now, if you like the information in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you're up to date with everything we upload here at Best College Aid. And finally, if you want to see more videos related to the admissions applications and scholarship process, check out one of these videos. That's it for today. I'll see you soon.